there is an uprising going on in this country right now against the Malthusian agenda of the ultra rich. And Kari Lake, she's a hardcore MAGA Republican. She says that she feels that the election of 2020 was rigged. That Trump was robbed of his victory in Arizona. She feels there was voter fraud, and they consider her to be a big threat because she says that. And she's running for governor of Arizona. And this is a speech she gave. And again, this speech, I mean, it's not where we're at politically, but if you watch it, it is the "we will not be canceled" sentiment. There's a reason she's talking this way, and this is very important. I'm telling you, the uprising is people saying they don't want to be canceled, they don't want to be eliminated. This is Kari Lake. So this is Kari Lake at CSPAC. This is the woman who's probably going to be the new governor of Arizona, according to the polls. And this is her speech. Don't so much think about, about what she's saying. Think about why she's saying it, because this is what people want to hear.
Pictures of them. They park outside of our house. These people are evil bastards. Just look at what they put President Trump and his family through for 7 years. He's got the globalists against him. He's got the fake news against him. He's got the left against him. And he's even got some people in our own party against him. We call them the rhinos. Now, listen, I feel for him because I actually got a taste of it myself. I actually kind of understand what it feels like to be President Trump. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. So one day I called him and I said, Mr. President.
Now, what's important? Why is she talking this way? Because working people in America feel like Donald Trump, right? Just like she's saying that Donald Trump had the media against him, the left against him, and all that. Working people have their employers against them, trying to pay them as little as they possibly can. They've got a police state coming down on them. They've got lockdowns, destroying their jobs and communities. They got big pharmaceutical companies that are pushing opioids. They've got cancel culture, telling them they're bad people and making them afraid to say what they want. Working people identify with Trump because they see that this establishment that is destroying their lives and grinding them into poverty also hates Donald Trump. And so they identify with it. That's why Kari Lake she's talking that way, because working people feel it. They're tired of being canceled politically, economically, socially. Millions of working people feel like they're canceled. And so when she gets up there and she talks about how she's like Trump and everyone's against him, and they identify with it.
They are giving me the Trump treatment. And he stopped me right there and he said, Kari, don't stop. That means you are directly over the target.
And they agree with her. They want to be with somebody who's against this system that's coming down on people. They want to be with somebody that's against the media, against the big corporations. Even if it's fake demagogy, the people that are rallying around MAGA, they feel society coming down hard on them, and they want to resist.
So I'm feeling pretty strong right now. But they tell me what's about to come at me. It's about to get even worse, even more painful. And you know what I say to them? Bring it on. Bring it on. I welcome the vitriol. I welcome the strife. I welcome the attacks. And
sounds an awful lot like President Roosevelt, doesn't it? 1936 in Madison Square Garden, President Roosevelt said, "Never before have they been so united in a candidate, and I welcome their hatred." This is strength. This is what people are attracted to. They're not attracted to people who cower before the cancel culture. They're not attracted to people who are just like, oh, I better change my views so I can fit in. Oh, I better think what everyone else is thinking. No, they love people that are like, bring it, motherfuckers. That's what they like, right? People that challenge the powerful, people that are pushing back against the prevailing narrative. People are saying we won't be canceled. That's who working people like, because they're fighting for their lives. They're fighting for their humanity.
Welcome every bit of it with ultimate gladness. You know why? Because this fight before us proves to us that God is with us. He has chosen me, and he has chosen you.
Oh my God. There's a higher purpose in life. Everything's not just pointless and hopeless. It's all just not meaningless. There's actually right and wrong in the universe. There's something worth fighting for. There's something worth dying for. Oh my God, she's a Nazi. Oh my God, right and wrong don't exist. Oh no, she can't say that. Oh, see, again, I'm with you. I'm with you, Kari. I'm with you. I'm with you in spirit. And that's what they're cheering for. Principle. Right and wrong, the idea that there's something worth sacrificing for, there's something worth taking risks for. That's what they're cheering when they're cheering Kari Lake, right? You can say, oh, I don't agree with her religion or whatever. That's not what this is about. This is about postmodernism. This is about the bullshit they're teaching on the campuses. And this is them rejecting it. And they're saying, no, God is with us. God has a plan. Right and wrong exist. This is good shit, folks. Put your religious beliefs or your thoughts about religion aside. That's what they're cheering for.
And I don't believe for 1 second that God makes mistakes. You guys agree with that? He has placed each and every one of here at this point in history because he knows our strength. He's placed us here because he knows that we will be the ones to save this great republic.
Wow, life has a purpose, a destiny, something to sacrifice for.
Absolutely. Now, this is where it's going to get a little difficult, because I think we got to start welcoming people in. We got to welcome in, obviously, any patriot who loves this country, right? You're welcome into the movement. We're going to...
Right. Loves the country, meaning you love the economy of the country, meaning you don't want to collapse the U.S. economy into a global open economic system, right? You want to preserve this country's economy. You want to unleash economic growth. You want to preserve the industries. You want economic growth, right? When she says loyalty to the country, she says loyalty to the communities.
Welcome the conservatives, but not just the conservatives. We've got to welcome in the independents. And we need to welcome in any Democrat disillusioned with the dead-end ideas of the Democrat Party. And let me tell you, there are millions of them out there. We've got to welcome them into this party as they walk away. We need to say, welcome to the Republican Party, the party of we the people. I know they want us to think it is a battle between left and right, but this is truly a battle between those who want to save America and those who want to destroy her.
Yep, between those who want a prosperous economy with economic growth, they want to rejuvenate the country, and those who want a low-wage police state, those who want an open international system, right? When she says save America, she doesn't mean saving racism. She doesn't mean saving slavery. She doesn't mean saving Confederate monuments. Get the woke mindset out of your head. She means saving your neighborhood, right? This is the lower levels of capital that still believe in economic growth, rallying their troops against the technocratic Malthusian core.
That's where we are at this moment. My question to you is, are you in this fight with us? Are you ready to fight? Because we need each and every person to be in this foxhole with us. We all have to be willing to take the same hits that I've taken and that President Trump has taken. That means we got to be willing to put our job on the line. Who's had to do that? A few people out here. I see hands have gone up. We got to be willing to put our paycheck on the line. I know how that feels. It's not fun. We have to be willing to be attacked, and we got to be willing to lose a friend or two.
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
I think I've lost about 150.
Me too. Me too. But you got to be able to take a stand. You got to be able to fight back. I mean, this is what she's saying. And the reason they're all rallying around it, people are sick and tired. People are sick and tired of the woke social media brainwashing that's making everyone stupid.
We have to be willing to be kicked off of Twitter. Don't you think that our founding fathers lost a lot more than a Twitter account? They lost their livelihoods, they lost their fields, they lost their homes. Those were torched. They had their families destroyed for what they believed in. Some of them even gave their lives fighting for this country. For them, America was just an idea. For us, America has been a reality. And it is up to us to ensure that America does not become a memory.
She's rejecting the low-wage police state, rejecting the sinister degrowth, high-tech dark ages of capitalism and decay.
This is our moment right now to prove to our ancestors that their struggles and losses were not done in vain. It is our moment to prove right now how much this country means to us. And I'm willing to take that sacrifice. And I know that you in this room are willing to take that sacrifice, because I want to tell you something. My father was a history teacher, high school history teacher. And nobody looks back on history on those who were unscathed. They're not even remembered. It is only those of us who have the scars who will be remembered. Those of us with the scars of battle, those of us with the scars of persecution that will make history. We may have won this battle, and I won an epic battle in Arizona. We drove a stake through the heart of the McCain machine.
Yeah, the neoconservative wing of the Republican Party. John McCain, who never saw a foreign entanglement he didn't like. She's cheering that they defeated the neocon McCain machine in Arizona.
I felt like I had to wear garlic around my neck when I did that. So my question is, are you ready to fight a few battles? Who's up for it? We need to fight like hell to take this country back. I know that the man standing back there is willing to do it. I know I'm in this battle and willing to do it. Who is ready to rise up and go out there and win this war to save America? Let me hear you. Thank you, CPAC.
Well, it's a great speech, and spiritually, I'm with her. I'm angry about what's happened to communities like the one I grew up in. I'm angry about the opioid epidemic. I'm angry about the crumbling infrastructure and the lack of basic. I mean, the roads are falling apart. I mean, the economy is miserable. The low wages, the declining living standards. I don't want to see the United States destroyed. I'm angry about the foreign wars. I'm angry about the fact that we're heading toward a low-wage police state. I'm angry about all of that. But she will not be able to defeat any of that with free market capitalism. Libertarianism ain't going to solve any of that. If you want to stop the low-wage police state, if you want to rejuvenate the economy of the United States, you need a government of action that will fight for working families. That's what you need. And free market policies, anti-labor policies, that's not going to get it for you. You need a government of action to fight for working families. If you want to fight for the country, if you want to protect the country from the breakdown of capitalism, if you want to have growth again, if you want to see people rise up, I mean, the people in her audience, spiritually, I'm with them. I understand they want to have a prosperous country. They don't want to be canceled. I'm with them spiritually. but they don't understand economics. They need to understand. They need to understand that at the end of the day, we need a government of action to fight for working families.